DRUMLINE. Are you guys ready to see a great movie? I had a chance to hang out with Kerry Washington earlier today. A lot of us know him from the NBC show, The Office. Very funny guy, very nice guy. Once the star of this movie is in the building. Can we give it up for Mr. Kerry Washington? Welcome to Philadelphia. Come on. Take the mic. Let's give one more time for Kerry Washington.
Philadelphia! I can't thank you enough. I crept in here and midway through, and y'all were like right with it. Y'all, all the little nuances, and y'all, I heard y'all like, ooh, no, she didn't. You know, so thank you so much for feeling it. This is, you know, a word of mouth screening, so hopefully you go spread the word. And on behalf of the cast and myself, thank you so much. We love you, and we're so glad you're feeling this, because, I mean, you felt it, right? You know because it took a while to get it out, but we're glad it's coming out on Mother's Day, and we couldn't be happier with the result and the response that it's getting, so thank you.
Let's talk about this amazing cast. To see Melvin Van Peeples in the building.
Come on.
Wow. I mean, what I really loved about this movie were the legends that you saw. Melvin Van Peeples.
Yes.
Diane Carroll.
Yes.
I love the casting in this movie.
Yes, that's Tina Gordon Chism. Going back, she's the writer and director of this film. And the day we first went to set, Diane Carroll, Melvin Van Peeples was there, and Diane got up, turned around on her seat, and gave a speech to us, and she was like, I'm just so honored to be amongst you all. And it was like, what? You Diane Carroll? You know? So, but you, class, just a lady, and just through and through a legend. So yeah, Diane Carroll, absolutely.
Yes, the casting, just incredible seeing Melvin Van Peeples as well. David Alan Grier, didn't you enjoy him? Oh my gosh.
Funniest dude on the planet, Joe. It was hard, some of them scenes, trying to look him in the eye, just, you know, keep from laughing. But I mean, he couldn't, he was the father of the set. You know, he's super nice, and, you know, he's super funny, as you all know, living color all them years. And I was so glad that he was cast in this as well.
He had the best love interest in Kerry Washington, didn't he? Yeah. What was that like?
Kerry is ultimate woman. She's brilliant. She's sweet. She speaks different languages. She's gorgeous, and she, you know, she's a great acting partner. And how many people watch Scandal? Anybody watch? Yeah. Scandal wasn't even a show yet. It wasn't even written yet when we shot this movie. So that's what I mean about the timing for her to, you know, skyrocket with Django and Scandal. Now this is, we couldn't be happier, man.
And she was a bad girl.
She was a very bad girl. No, Grace was a bad girl. And Wade had to discipline her. That's what that was about.
Tyler Perry produced this movie. How was that with him coming on board?
Tyler, you know, I mean, what can you say about Tyler Perry? He's taking his name and bringing his, expanding his brand and shining his light on first-time director Tina Gordon Chism, on first-time leading man Craig Robinson, Kerry, first-time leading a comedy, I believe, you know, and all this. So we're honored and humbled that Tyler would come in and give us this gift of his audience, his name.
Now for you, many of us know you from The Office.
Yeah.
Making the transition to the big screen, how has that transition been?
It's been quite awesome. You know, one of the things I learned as a comedian, one of the things I first noticed was if I could take what I do on stage and bring it to film, if I could transfer that some kind of way, I could probably have some success. And that's all I do is try to take what I do naturally and just transfer it and, you know, make the little changes to do film or television or whatever it calls for.
The kid from Everybody Hates Chris.
Tyler James Williams.
Wasn't it good seeing him?
Hold up, y'all. She said The Office. Y'all, two people like, So Everybody Hates Chris. Y'all like, yeah! Scandal, yeah! Who watched The Office? Makes it look for real. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'll tell time machine, we gonna DJ request, what? Dot MPEG. Okay, all right.
Anyone have any questions? We'd like you to come forward to line up. Anyone have any questions?
Any
We don't want
any questions?
any shouting out loud. You can get
Or, you know, do
the
they
mic
have
went
to
loose. The mic went loose. No, I didn't want anybody. Come
Mic
forward.
check.
Come forward. Testing. The mic went out, but I'm from South Philly and loud. Come forward.
Hello.
Hi. I just want to know what research you did for this particular character.
Well, the research was Tina Gordon Chism lived this character. She was actually the Wade in this character. She was dating a guy whose family, she saw the web of lies just unravel. And she, you know, we had each other's back, you know, side by side this whole movie. And also, Kerry and I, we went on some dates as Wade and Grace to kind of try to figure out who these two were as a couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Can I take the picture now?
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
Hey. You want to take it with me? Why don't you have?
Well, I want to take you and Patty because Patty is magnificent.
All right. We all know that.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
You
Come
got it.
forward. Come forward with your question. Okay, we're gonna line up for pictures afterwards. So you'll know, we're gonna line up for pictures. Your question?
Oh, hi guys. I'm big fans of both of you, actually.
Thank you.
Well, the office is closing down in a few weeks.
Yes.
And I was wondering, can you give us any sneak peeks of what's in store for the final episode?
All I can tell you in the final episodes, everything you come and expect from the office, you're gonna get. You're gonna get some humor. You're gonna get some heart. And you're gonna get some awkwardness. So that's what it is, man. But you don't want me to give away spoilers because I'll tell the wrong thing. Somebody will tweet it, and then they'll fire me even though the show's over.
Yeah. Thank
That's
you.
fine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question.
Hey. What's up, twin?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of yours, man.
Thank you, brother.
I mean, I see you throwing hard, with the afro and all that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But, you know, this question might be weird, but I see you got a lot of success coming. You know, Hot Tub Time Machine was real dope.
Thank you.
And I got two questions. One question is, what did you go through trying to get it? You know what I mean? Like, 'cause I know at one time in your life you had to be confused. You know what I mean? Like, what did you go through to get it, and why didn't you quit?
Wow, great question. In college, I was a music major. I might go a little sporadic here, but I'm gonna try to do it quick. In college, I was a music major, right? And I figured I was gonna be a musician, usher and shit, stuff like that. But so I bought a keyboard, I was writing songs and stuff, and then comedy just took over me, and it was. And what I mean by that is like, I would say things, and then people would come back 2-3 days later. Craig, I was trying to tell somebody what you were saying, trying to make them laugh, trying to say it, but I couldn't say it the way you were saying it, and I just started to notice things like that, and I was always very silly, and then it dawned on me that I could do this for a living, and I didn't know. I saw comedians as superheroes or something. I know you could, I never knew about it. You could reach out and touch that was making people laugh on that level. It was magical to me. Then some guys in my college, I saw them do, people who I knew, I saw them do some stand-up, and it just blew my mind. And at that point, I was done. I was like, I'm going into stand-up, I'm going into comedy. And it was like, how do you become a great comedian? And I swear it was like I was possessed by this thing. It was no, giving up never entered my mind. Once I started doing comedy, I figured I'd take some acting classes, and just, it kind of went up and up and up. And I got to LA, and it stalled for a second. I had to learn how to audition. I had to learn how to once I learned how to audition, I had to learn how to, get the call back and get the part. So it was all these steps. So it's really a matter of just how hungry you are. You know, you can tell I'm hungry a lot, but it doesn't matter how hungry I am. I just kept on having that thirst, you know, that hunger. And nowadays, you know, that there is the success. The challenge is to stay hungry, you know. So you got to keep on keeping on with it, you know. There was one point I remember I was jogging on the treadmill, and I stopped. Don't laugh. I do jog on the treadmill. This was years ago, and I stopped, and the TV was on, and I looked and I said to myself, "Man, what are you doing? You're trying to get in that box. How you gonna fit in that box?" He just hit me like that, and I shook it off, and I got back on there, and I kept on going. I said, "Yep, that's exactly what I'm gonna do." So it's about, you know, having that hunger and staying hungry, even when you know, Hollywood is tough, man. You're gonna get a bunch of no's, you know, on all kinds. When I got there, it was like, we don't know what to do with you, pretty much. You play piano and you telling jokes, and what is that? We don't get that. They didn't know. But some kind of way it got me to this, and so I'm glad I didn't stop. Yarn. Thanks, player. Thanks, twin.
How you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm good. Yourself?
Good, good. I have a statement and a couple of questions.
Yes, sir.
First statement is, you know, I'm really just grateful and thankful that you came out with this picture. Even though I'm light-skinned I'm an actor of color, and it's so refreshing and invigorating to see us up on the screen in different, you know, the whole thing, the family and the love story and the struggle. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. Thank you,
And,
brother. For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you for receiving that, man.
Yes, always. Even though I came to this free screening, I'm going to buy a ticket next week.
Hallelujah! Yes, sir!
Couple
What I'm talking about. Who else gonna do that?
All right.
I don't see everybody hand going.
All right. Come on now.
Y'all keep it real, man. Y'all keep it real.
All right, two questions. The urine song, did you write that?
Speak It, Don't Leak It was written by Stephen Bray.
Oh, okay.
He wrote that. He wrote the Charles on the Floor.
Oh,
What's a brother gotta do? He wrote the disco song Turn You On. He's worked with like Madonna and all these people. And his wife produced the movie, Stephanie Elaine Bray, along with Tyler and, you know, Tina and all that, and myself. So it was so yes, Stephen wrote that. I didn't write that. I did write a couple songs in the next movie I did, but that's another story.
The end? Oh, okay.
No, this was called a Rapturepalooza, and it's real dirty. It's June 7th. It's June 7th. But anyway, go ahead. What's the second question?
Well, actually, an addendum to that. How much improv did you do in this script?
It was you know, it was encouraged. I mean, when you with David Allen Greer,
Right.
you're gonna do some improv. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it was heavily, you know, we had free reign, but with respect to the script,
Right.
we wanted to do what was there. So we danced around a little bit. You do a few takes and then you kind of make stuff up. So I would say, I bet you a good 65% of the scenes have some improv in there, and then some are just as it was written. But when you get to something like Uncle Ben and Bojangles, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
I figured that was you.
That stuff, yeah. We was a collaboration. We were just throwing names out there and going for it.
All right, and the last thing is, I tried to see you twice at Helium. You were sold out. Are you coming back to Helium?
You dang right I am.
All right, all right.
Appreciate you, man. You better be there in person live for that next one. Thank you, sir.
The movie was awesome. Like, it was so funny. I was laughing every 20 minutes, like a good every 3 minutes. He had something else to do. It was really great.
It was a wonderful picture. Everyone should come and see it. It's a must-see. It's a family film, so you don't have to worry about too much cussing. And it's a very good Tyler play. Well, movie, I should say.